on, let me get out.
So what is the, if I may ask, and you can decline to answer if you want to, what, can you tell me what his IEP is for?
Well, this nice man here was supposed to got one. We told him that.
I understand the autism, but usually with the
He has a
IEP,
behavior plan, he has a crisis plan, and he has an IEP. He has all three.
Okay.
None of them were followed. Nor was the parent contact. And
So failure to follow an IEP plan.
then the fact that there was other kids there.
Failure to follow an IEP is something that's addressed by the school district. That's not necessarily a crime.
So picking a child up.
It's not something, when I say a crime, I don't want to think, you need to understand, I'm looking at what the official term of a crime is, criminal conduct, okay? Something can be inappropriate and wrong, but it may not be something that's a crime, okay? Me saying bad stuff about you or him or anybody else, you know, even if it's a lie, it's wrong. But it's not necessarily a crime.
So explain to me
if somebody puts,
why it was not a crime.
because a teacher can act what's called in loco parentis as a parent or a guardian of a child. That's what they're doing in the school every day. Every single day, teachers are acting as that child, any child in the school's guardian.
so
for
a
that
teacher
day.
can.
So there are times when teachers can put hands on a child.
And parents are aware of that? Because I didn't get that.
It has been that way for, I'd be lying if I told you when that was first established, but it was before I was born.
So that's a law. That's what you're saying.
That's part of law. That teachers can act in the best interest of a child when they deem it necessary.
So him coming home
But
with.
they always have to act within the law. So just like a parent cannot beat a child, a teacher cannot. So like, that's why paddling went out, years ago.
So how did he get all the bruise? So how did he act as a parent?
It's quite possible to get a bruise without a criminal act occurring.
There's multiple bruises, they say, according to the x-rays and stuff. So you're
Okay.
telling me
I'm not a doctor, and I haven't looked at the x-rays. I have not looked at the
he has the
medical
stuff.
report, but the bottom line is, I reviewed the video, and it is not a criminal act.
I don't see how it's not a criminal act when my son comes home with bruises, comes home with concussions, and you're saying that they act as a parent. If a parent does this, they'll be in jail. Right? Yes or no?
If a parent did what I saw in the video, absolutely not.
If a parent,
Absolutely not. Ma'am, I've been doing this 27 years. Absolutely not. If a parent did this, what I saw in the video.
so if a parent calls their child with
absolutely.
concussions and bruises,
What I'm
it would
telling
be
you,
fine.
What I saw in the video, if a parent did what I saw in the video, that would not be a crime.
What you see in the video?
I saw,
Him pick him up numerous of times.
no, never picked him up.
Then how you get on the floor?
A couple times fell on his own. And trust me, there's a lot in there. There's a lot in there.
So why were other students that go to the school say he was?
The other students were still playing basketball or volleyball or whatever, or dodgeball, whatever. They were still playing. There was no crowd gathered around it. They weren't doing anything. It was one teacher restraining a child who had gotten out of control. I saw it on the video until other administrators arrived.
They didn't arrive. They can't know.
Yeah,
It was
the
they were
assistant
called
principal,
after everything was done and over.
No, they were called during the incident because
That's funny because he told me differently. The principal.
the principal, maybe the assistant principal was there. I saw the assistant principal is the female, correct?
And she said she didn't come until the end.
Well, when he was still on the ground, yes, he was still sitting on the ground.
When they were trying to get him to get response. Even your officer said that it took him a while
It did. It took a while.
for him to come to.
So
Okay,
here- but-
so
but here-
where
let
was
me-
the
let me-
nurse?
let me-
That's
let me-
endangering the
let me stop
welfare
it.
of a child. You
I'm
didn't
gonna
send him
stop
to the
this
nurse.
right now, man, because the police involvement in this is when there is a crime. We've been consulted on this. I determined that is not criminal in nature.
Can you tell me
You
who
are
consulted
What's that?
who consulted with you? Because I want to make sure I follow up.
Detective Driggins.
I have a problem with that because he didn't really know what he was doing. He got confused. A couple of things happened. First of all, he was like, "Oh, man, why didn't you take your son to the doctor when you found out that day? I said, what are you talking about? I did take it to him to a doctor. No, you took him 3 days later. I said, no, this happened on March the 1st. Well, I had to break down a lot of stuff for him to understand and show him how it is. And then he was
But
told to
here's
get the
and I'm gonna
IEP.
explain
He doesn't
this
have
to
it.
you, is that not everything that happens in a school, even two kids fighting, doesn't necessarily have to be criminal. It doesn't. It doesn't. We do not want police officers arresting kids for every little thing they do. That is absolutely wrong. That is why we're getting away from that, because we've talked about that for years and years of the pipeline, school to prison. We don't want that. That's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Was it done in the past? Was it done in the past? Yeah, it happened. The more we arrest kids and acts on school grounds, the more we get back to that, and we don't want that. We want the schools to be able to educate in multiple ways, emotionally, physically, educationally. We want them to educate the students, and they can't always do that when police are involved. So we step back a lot, and we only step in when we need to step in.
Where's your card at?
I gave her my card. I can give you another card as well.
No, not her, me. I want the card.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I want the
I
card.
gave you a card.
Yeah. Let me see the
so just so I
card.
know who's who, you are
I'm the
mom,
mother.
Your mother. You are.
I'm his therapist.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I just want to know because I'm gonna look this up, and I want people to realize or know that your son or daughter can go to school, and the school can allow you to have to take your child to the doctor, not take him down to the nurse to get medical treatment, not follow the IEP plan. But the teachers and them are acting as you. So if you go home and you do whatever and somehow your kid gets concussion or whatever, make sure you tell the state people that it is okay, because this person says that.
You're recording? You are. When you're allowed to, I got no problem.
I know, I told him that.
So I'm done. So I've explained to you that this is not criminal in nature. And if you need any further information, you have my card with my office number. You can contact me. You can email me. If you want to talk to my supervisor, contact me and I will put you in touch with him.
Oh, yes, please have him contact me.
No, I'm not going to have him contact you.
Well, I'm telling you, you just told me to contact you. I'm confused.
I'm going to write his name on
Oh,
here,
yeah,
or-
please do, because I want
Can I
to.
borrow your pen, Detective Driggins?
I'll contact him because that doesn't make sense.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
I'm not understanding how a child can go to school, get bruises, go to the hospital, and you're saying it's not criminal. That doesn't make sense.
Six 697? Yeah, 697.
4456. 4454.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, thank
That's
you. I
my
appreciate it.
supervisor's name on the back.
No problem. Thank y'all so much, world.
Thank you.